Hey y'all, welcome back.
And guess what? The big trip has begun.
Yes.
And Grammy Kay is on board. Howdy.
Yeah, and we're on the way to drop Minnie the kitty off with Stacy's brother Derek so we can get on with the rest of the trip. And this will start a new series that we're calling On the Road with Grammy Kay.
So stay tuned.
Well, we made our stop at Buc-ee's.
It's a Texas road trip now.
That's for sure.
Coffee.
This is the way to always start a road trip in Texas.
Home of clean restrooms, beaver nuggets, and every kind of jerky except beaver.
We made it.
Woo!
Hey.
We are dropping off Minnie with Derek and Melanie, and they're gonna have Camp Minnie for a couple months.
Yeah. Summer camp for Minnie.
Derek saw all of her things and he says, I didn't know they had to come with all of this.
The accessories.
A lot of equipment
Yeah.
for a cat.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was smooth until that last few miles that we hit a major bump, but it's okay.
And we get to see them, so that's awesome.
Yep.
So thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See you later.
My little brother who's bigger than me.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all later. Bye. We'll see you. So our first rally. What'd
Yeah.
y'all think?
It's pretty cool. It was in Johnson City.
It was Escapees. It was the Alamo chapter of Escapees, which is now the only Texas chapter of Escapees. So
And
there's
now-
members from all over.
Right, and now we're formal members.
Yeah, we had such a great time. We
Yeah.
decided to officially join the chapter, and we're looking forward to the next rally. Hey to everybody we met
Hey,
there.
guys.
Fantastic folks. Such a good time.
Yeah, and we just took it all in. We didn't film anything at the given rally. Now, we did some things that we did film that were part of the rally.
Yeah, they do activities, and you can participate as much or as little as you want to.
And they were good activities. The first day after we got there, we went to a lavender farm.
That was
Oh
really
yeah,
cool.
that was neat. That really was.
Had you ever
And how-
been to a lavender farm?
No, and I didn't really know all the things you could do with lavender. I mean, food, put a flower in your food. I mean, not flour like, you know, Mrs. Berry's flour. This is a flower.
Yeah.
A lavender flower to put in your drinks,
Yeah.
your food, your colognes, your soaps. These people did it all. It was a family business, and the young lady and her husband now run it. And it looks like they're doing fairly well.
Yeah, and I mean, they used to lease a piece of property from someone else, and now they have their own property, and it really was a neat place. I mean, I'm with Mom. I had no idea that they did so many things with lavender, and that there were so many different types of lavender.
And that was just outside of Blanco.
Yeah.
And they do a lavender festival in Blanco every year, which we'll have listed in our festivals, and I'll link to that information in case you're interested. I don't remember off the top of my head what time of year that is, but we'll find out for you.
So then after we went to the lavender farm, we went in town to Redbud Cafe.
And it's in the Blanco Town Square, which there's a lot to do around in that area. We're going to have to go back and really spend some time in Blanco.
Looked like a neat little town.
Heck yes.
And there was a story to it, right, Mom?
Yeah, the Redbud Cafe, the people that have that, the couple that have that, are the parents of the young lady who has the lavender farm.
Yeah.
And so naturally, they had her lavender products next door and also apparently served in some of the dishes there at the restaurant. Now, to my knowledge, I didn't have a dish with the lavender in it.
Yeah, but Stacy and I did.
Yeah.
Oh, I think y'all did.
We had lemonade.
Lavender lemonade.
And it was really good.
It was good. It was good. And the other tie is the lady that organized everything, and she does a phenomenal job for the rally. She's really, really good. she babysat the people that own the restaurant.
Right, the man. Yeah.
The man. And so his family, so she's been tied to them for a long time. So it
all kind of curved together.
it all just intertwined together, and everybody had a great time. I think just about everybody from the rally went, because we took up half of that restaurant. And we made them busy, but I'm here to tell you, after we left, that restaurant was still full.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's a popular place.
It's a small town and ongoing mom and pop store business.
And it's just down from Blanco State Park, so if you are going to the state park, go into Blanco, check out the town square, and maybe check out the restaurant while you're there.
Yeah.
And we got to check out a Barndominium.
Oh, wow.
Wasn't that fun?
Oh, it was very much fun.
Some of the members of the Escapees Alamo chapter own a Barndominium in the area, and they were kind enough to invite everybody out to their home to give tours and of their gardens and their, oh my gosh, talk about creativity.
She was one of the most creative people I've ever met, period.
Blew my mind.
Inside and out. Her garden outside around her home was just like walking through a creative genius.
Yeah, no, Mom's right. And inside,
Oh,
there was nothing that was normal. It
all-
was all creative.
Oh,
I
it was
mean,
awesome.
down to the toilet.
It was
I mean,
amazing. Now,
It was.
everything.
we didn't take pictures inside or film because we felt like that was a little weird, because that's their home.
Yeah,
But just take our word for it. Wow, this was
it's incredible. And these Barndominiums do have a tie-in to RVs, because you could build it to where you could either park your RV inside
Like a
at
ride.
like a garage and then have the rest of it as your home. But in their case, they use the garage for a car and stuff, and right outside the Barndominium, next to it, they have a covered, like a porte-cochere
carport.
or a carport
Mhm.
that fits their big RV. They have a big fifth wheel, and they can plug it in. They have 50 amp service and sewer hookups out there. So, I mean, it was nice.
I think they built and planned and designed the whole home. They had
Yeah.
assistants with professionals who came in, but only doing what they felt limited to do and under their direction. In fact, that big workshop he had.
Oh, unbelievable.
Oh, I mean, people would go wild, especially Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Yeah.
He would have gone bananas in that workshop.
It was good, but and we had really enjoyed the rally. A lot of stuff to do, a lot of great people, and my recommendation to y'all, if you're looking for other things to do when you're RVing, if you're trying to find other events, people to meet, you might want to join one of these groups.
And there's all kinds of them.
all kinds of them. Escapees is one, and we'll put a link down below if you want to join Escapees. FMCA is another. That's where we're going up to the rally and Minot.
We've met several people that are members of an organization called Texas Boomers,
Right.
which get together, I think, on a monthly basis somewhere. There's all kinds of organizations out there. All you have to do is look for them. And it was a great experience. We look forward to the next one with Escapees Alamo chapter in October. And we look forward, it really got us excited for the FMCA rally that we're on our way to, although that is going to be on a much, much bigger scale.
Much bigger scale. But it's really fun. Strongly recommend it. It got our vacation off to when I say vacation, we're taking Mom along for these 2 months. We're full
My
time.
vacation.
Her vacation, it's part of our lifestyle now, but it feels like a vacation because of all the stuff that we're, bucket list items that we're going to hit. So, and we're excited. This gave us a great start, and so much more good stuff to come.
In 1/4 mile, arrive at Lake Mineral Wells State Park on the right.
Oh, we're not going to be here Friday, I don't think. Here
No.
we are, Friday 8:30, Apollo 11 and stargazing. Okay, so one thing. When we chose this site, we chose it in part based on its proximity to a bathhouse because we knew we were going to be here for several nights. There's 3 of us traveling, so we decided we would take showers in the bathhouse and it would be easy to get back and forth. So we picked one that has a bathhouse. Number 16 is right across the street. But there's no showers in that bathhouse. It's only toilets. So the bathhouse with the showers in this loop is actually further down and around the corner. So just one thing to be aware of in the future, if that is important to you, make sure when you look at the map that it actually has the little shower icon. We got a little extra exercise.
She's gonna knock your water down.
How you doing?
Buddy.
There's another one back there. No star. No star. That's our friend. Star.
I told you.
So as we're leaving Lake Mineral Wells State Park, and yes, we will have a video on mineral wells and the state park coming up in the future, but no, believe it or not, the RV is not amphibious. Although it does look like that in this scene.
Let me tell you, it freaks you out when you're driving this.
Oh my gosh, the first time when we were going into the park, this was our first visit here, and I asked a ranger, we really drive there? You're actually on a spillway below water level, and actually in the Jeep, the water was above where my head was as I was driving the Jeep across. Very unusual.
Walking to Hertzberger.
Hey,
There we are.
Ready for eating. Good eating.
Jacksboro. Yeah, we had to stop. We're gonna eat at Hertzberger here in Jacksboro. Well, Mom, what'd you think about the Hertzberger?
Well, I can see where they'd be the top in Texas. They're really good and juicy. I think they score 4 napkins.
4? Okay, yeah, 4 napkins. That's a good way of putting it. Nice and juicy.
Nice and juicy. You have to
Yeah, it was a good stop. Now we're gonna head over to Lowe's and where the store is, and get us a few groceries.
be
So,
on our way.
Yep.
yeah,
Oklahoma bound.
Oklahoma bound.
Woo! Woohoo!
Hertzberger.
Yay!
And you'll see more of Hertzberger when we publish our Fort Richardson video in the future.
Yep, absolutely.
We
Got
had
more
to stop
details on it.
again.
Yep.
So when we realized we were going to be passing back through Jacksboro, we wanted to stop at Hertzberger to eat, but their parking lot's pretty small. So I remembered, and I looked on the map, and I remembered that there was a Lowe's Market here. We came over here, went in and talked to the manager, told him we wanted to do a little grocery shopping, but we also wanted to eat at Hertzberger, which is about 500 feet that way. He said, no problem, park along the fence. So I always talk to the managers of the stores, but this worked out great for us to also stretch our legs while we're on the stop.
All right, got our bounty here.
And I got my extra coffee.
So that's nice little stop. It was nice for them to let us park here in the parking lot.
Yes.
And had our great Hertzberger, and now got our groceries, because we're going into kind of an area that's unknown for us in Oklahoma. National.
It's a National Wildlife Reserve.
Yeah, so we're not sure if we're going to be close to anything, so we want to be prepared.
We're all set.
We're all set. Tank's full as far as fresh water, and we're ready to roll. Oklahoma.
Woohoo! We got it.
Yeah, we didn't see a sign. They didn't have a welcome sign yet, but we are in Oklahoma. Yeah.
We'll be going back to Texas, but we're in Oklahoma and forging ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just got into Oklahoma, and there was a toll booth, so we went over to pay cash, and believe it or not, they said that our Harris County Easy Tag works here in Oklahoma. So they already knew what tag we had, and it had already charged us. So that's great news. So now we can go to the bypass part. I guess we don't know how much we're being charged, but at least we can bypass that now here on this toll area in Oklahoma. So that's pretty cool. So now we're gonna just get out and take a little potty break, and then we'll be back on our way.
What do you think, Star? Ready to stretch your paws? Welcome to the Wichita Mountains National Wildlife Refuge, just outside Lawton, Oklahoma. This is actually the very first United States big game reserve, and it was named actually first a National Forest Reserve by President William McKinley in 1901, and then in 1905, President Theodore Roosevelt changed it to a National Wildlife Refuge. And here you'll find bison, you'll find Texas longhorns, and elk, and turkeys, and prairie dogs, all kinds of critters as you go through. And they have this fantastic visitor center, just a great place to get away to nature and enjoy quietness. You're not really close to anything at this point.
No, but it's a beautiful area.
And there is camping here in the Doris Campground, tent and RV sites available. And if you've got a rig that can fit in here, this is definitely worth the stop to be in the middle of the refuge.
And when we went, I know the fees may be changing here in the future, but it was $20 a night.
Right.
And if you had
And that was for electric.
Right, it was for electric, and if you had a National Parks pass, it was or
And a senior.
a senior pass, like we had Mom's pass, we got it for half price.
Right. The bathrooms were really clean. Had a great visit here.
Yeah, it was a awesome stop.
Hi. I'm sorry I don't have any food.
Wow. We're standing here in the Wichita Mountains National Wildlife Refuge at Quanah Parker Lake. And y'all know we love CCC parks, and this is one. Civilian Conservation Corps was here. They built this dam in the lake in 1935. So that's a treasure for us. We love finding that. Let's check this out.
What do you think, Mom?
Awesome. Awesome. Beautiful.
Wow, I mean, talking about totally unexpected.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome.
I mean, we found a flyer on this.
Yeah, we went to so on the park map here, it has a little dot for Holy City. Okay, didn't really know what that meant. We went to the headquarters and they had a flyer on it and looked really interesting, so we decided to come over. It's within the boundaries of the park.
3 miles.
Yeah, it is on the federal land, but it's not funded by the federal government. Just so you know, they for this for this area, it is leased from the federal government.
Right. And it's a short drive from the visitor center. And yeah, this was built by the Works Progress Administration back in the 1930s for basically to host a passion play every year for Easter.
It's the longest running outdoor passion play. It's ran for 94 consecutive years. They said at one point, for one of the plays, there was an estimated 250,000 people here for the play. They came to see it. They run every Saturday, each Saturday, the 2 Saturdays before Easter, every year. And
but the place is open 365 days a year, I think. Admission is free, just to come and walk around.
And the play is free too.
Yeah.
The play is absolutely free. I can just imagine. I think I'm gonna put this on my bucket list. I mean, to try to get here and come one time for the pageant. I mean, it's.
Yeah. And most of the people that handle the pageant are all in main gear, local volunteers.
Yep.
That either attend a service here at some point when they have a visiting minister.
Well, the whole play is volunteers.
Yeah,
I mean,
all of it's volunteers.
Yeah, which is awesome. And to have something that's been going for that long, super cool.
And it's non-denominational.
It's total non-denominational. They said people get married here almost every weekend during the summer. There's a wedding here, and I believe it totally. I don't think they have church services here anymore. There's not church services, but they do have weddings out here. And so if you're wanting to get married, you might look into this place. I mean, I didn't even, a few hours ago, we didn't even know this place was here. And wow, I mean.
I think she said that there are special groups of people who may be members of a church who coordinate together and come out here as a group, and they'll bring a pastor with them and have their own type of service.
Oh, really?
I think I heard the lady saying that. Oh,
okay.
If that's a feasible thing, you can always check into it. But I did hear her talking to one other gentleman.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, it is.
This is the things we're finding on the road, and I mean, very unexpected.
Holy City of the Wichita.
Holy City of the Wichitas, yeah.
Because I don't think we said what. We just
that's a good point.
Yeah, we showed it on the video, but yeah, Holy City of the Wichitas.
Pretty cool.
Look it up. Well, I wanted to show you around our site here at Wichita Mountains in Oklahoma. It's been a great time, and our site here is very unique. It was 30 and 50 amp is what they are. No sewer, no water, so you gotta have your tanks filled when you come in. But we had a very, very shaded site here, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful site. And want to take you around, kind of show you. Hey! You can see beautiful natural rock fire pit, even some places to sit, and great table, real nice barbecue grill that they furnish you. We didn't need it because we have our Davy Crockett, but this has been a real neat place, and we'll get some opinions here, everybody's opinion on what they thought about the Doris Campground and the Wichita Mountains Wildlife Refuge here in Oklahoma. So let's go around. Well, Mom, what'd you think?
I think I really impressed. I love nature anyway, and this is getting back to nature and watching the animals come through and challenge Star. She wants to be the queen of the domain, and they already know they're here, and watching the two of them eye to eye is humorous. But we did. We had large stock come through. The longhorns came through. The turkeys came through. The deer came through. And one particular buffalo bison came through and left his calling card. So that's natural. But overall, it's fun. It's quiet. It's natural. It's beautiful.
All right. Well, honey, what'd you think?
Oh, this is a great stop. You know, I'm so glad that we had so many people in North Texas that told us that this was one of their favorite places to camp, and I totally get it. It's only about an hour, hour and a half north of Wichita Falls, and just beautiful. And even though it's summer, it's July, yesterday it registered 100 degrees with like 107 heat index. We were comfortable. We were shaded, there was a breeze. It's a beautiful campground. Now it is an older campground, so if you have a big rig, you might want to come in and take a look around before you decide you want to camp here. We saw a big fifth wheel yesterday that pulled through and kind of went on to another location because the sites are older, they're narrow, there's a lot of trees to get around. But if you can get in here, it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I'm going to hand the camera to Stacy and then kind of give you my opinion. I love this campground. It is first come, first serve, so you can't set reservations. But they have a lot of capacity here, but the bigger rigs might be a problem. Want to say thank you to Bob and Linda, a couple of our subscribers that reached out to us, told us about this place, gave us a lot of details, and then they came to visit one day with us, and we had a great time. We loved having that Mirrors hamburger. That was it. It was awesome. So if you're ever in Mirrors, you can't miss it because it is like right in the middle. So you can't miss the place, and it's been there for 100+ years. So, yeah, this is really a hidden gem here in Oklahoma. I guarantee you. This is when we were driving here, we thought, what are they talking about? Because we were on level plain almost the whole way, and then all of a sudden, boom, there's some mountains. And the only thing I was disappointed in is I didn't get to see any elk. There's elk here on the reserve, but they didn't show their face to us. And maybe next time. So, yeah, I strongly recommend it. It's been a neat place. Oh, and Jamie too, yeah. Mom just said Jamie runs the campground here.
Yeah, and Officer Williams, who is one of the forest rangers. The other day we have to, of course, there's no cell service, so you take your phones and your computers and your adapters and the rigs, whatever. But you go up to the community center, the welcome center, and we were sitting out there after hours. And after hours, the security of the Forest Park Rangers came to double check if we were okay or what we were doing there. And Officer Williams, I want to send a commendation out to you for checking on us to make sure we were okay and that we weren't bad guys. But
yeah, the visitor center here is awesome. You have to make sure and stop in there.
Yeah.
Really neat museum of the animals and why the refuge is here.
And they have a movie too.
Yeah, so definitely check that out. And yes, you can get a cell signal there at the visitor center, so which is only a couple miles from here at the Doors Campground.
Yep. So hey, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up.
Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. The big trip has just begun and we're so excited to share it with you. We got a lot more good stuff coming up. And yeah, check out where we're going next. We don't even know right now. So
yeah, it is up in the air. We have no plans today. We're leaving today, but we are not set any particular place. So stick around and you'll see where we're going to be headed.
Until next time, y'all, safe travels.
And happy camping. Bye. On to the next adventure.
Woo!